All right, boys and girls, and welcome to Growing Guitar and to a great song from legendary U2. All right, so they released 2 songs, what I can see so far recently, and one of them is this one, Country Mile. All right, so we're gonna look at this Country Mile with U2. Put the capo on 4th fret. That is my suggestion, and we're gonna do the tutorial with the capo on 4th. So if you wanna hang on here, then follow me and let's go over the chords needed for this song. I believe we have 8 different chords for this one. So 8 chords. Let's take a look at the first one, the G minor. I believe that is only used there in the intro of the song. So G minor is a bar chord. We have a bar placed on the 3rd fret, and you bar all strings there, and then you need to add 5th on A and 5th on D. Then we have the F. That's another bar chord. You go over to this position, you place the bar now on the 1st fret, and you cover all strings there. And then you need to add 3rd on A, 3rd on D, and 2nd on G. And we can continue with bar chords when we are in that mindset. So we're gonna look at the A sharp sus chord. So that's still a bar on the 1st fret. And this time you don't have to bar the last E string in the bass, but the 5 strings below are necessary. And then you need to add 3rd on D and 3rd on G. And then again, we have a bar on the 1st fret. This is the D sharp chord, and what you're gonna do here is actually not a bar really. It's actually enough if you just hold the 1st fret on D string and 3rd on G. We're gonna work with just the bass notes there. So that will be the D sharp. I'm gonna explain how to handle that later. All right, so far went through many bar chords. Now we have just plain standard chords. We're gonna continue with C, and that is 3rd on A, 2nd on D, open G, 1st B, and open E. We have G, and that goes 3rd on E, 2nd on A, open D, open G, 3rd B, and 3rd E. And then we have the D, and that goes open D, 2nd G, 3rd B, and 2nd E. Okay, so we need to look and learn the strumming first. And this is just about many downs and ups, okay? So down, up, down, up, down, up. This is how it's gonna work. But it goes in a certain rhythm here. So I'm gonna play one full round for you, and then we need a split. So we're gonna split it into different parts. So if you grab the 1st chord, in this case it's actually the G minor. That's how the song starts. So you can grab that one if you want to. And one full string round goes like this. Okay, a lot of ups and downs. The first part will be down up for 3 times. So down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, so down, up, down, up, down, up. That's the first part. And the second part is to play that again, plus down, up, and then. So in total, this will be about 8 downs and ups, 8 pairs of down, up, all right? But the first part will be down, up, down, up, down, up. And then the second part will be down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. All right. And I think you will get the rhythm. If I play for you a couple of strumming rounds, you will see that it's just not just the down, up, down, up, down, up. There is a certain rhythm here. So I'm gonna explain how, and it sounds like this. So the down, up, that second up in part 1, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. That second up you will emphasize. So you wanna kind of Emphasize that in a way that you perhaps go more on the up, not to turn your wrist like the other ups. You just go a little bit further with the up there to really pinpoint that one. So it will be this feeling. Okay, so have that with you. You're gonna play that in part 1, and in part 2, you're gonna play that as well. So it goes down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Okay, so you're gonna take that up with you into the part 2 as well, and emphasize the same up there, the second up in part 2. That means, so it will be like this. And the last up as well in part 2, the final up, down, up, down, up. You will emphasize that in the same way. So it goes like this. Okay? If you follow that, that will give a certain feeling and rhythm in the strumming. So a couple of rounds will be like this. So that is how it goes. I cannot explain it more clearly than that, but that is the strumming, and we're gonna go right into the playing here. And there's a pretty long intro. It starts with this G minor. So you're gonna play G minor, 1 full string round, then F part 1 and C part 2. So you're gonna play that part so far for 2 rounds. That's not the full intro. So G minor, 1 full round, F part 1, C part 2, like this. And then you're gonna continue with G, 1 full round, D, 1 full round, B minor, 1 full round, and C, 1 full round. And then you're gonna play G, 1 full round, D, 1 full round, F, 1 full round, and C, 1 full round. So G, D, B minor, C, and G, D, F, C. That's the end of the intro, all right? Into the verse play now, and you're gonna play 1 full round of the following chords: G, D, B minor, and C. You're gonna play that for 3 chord progression rounds. Let's do a round together. It goes like this. Of that, and that's the first verse. Over now to chorus, and you actually play the chorus in the intro, and it was the part that goes G1, D1, B minor 1, C1. That's the first half, and the second half is G1, D1, F1, and C1. So in the first half you have the B minor C, and in the second half you have the FC. Let's do one round of that as well, and it goes like this. Play for only this one round, and that is the chorus. Perhaps the tempo is a bit faster than the standard tempo, and that is because I think we understand, and we just need to go through this tutorial together. All right, so that is the first round, and then you have the first post-chorus part, and this is when you're gonna use the D sharp chord. So the post-chorus part comes right after this first chorus. And what you're gonna do here is to play G part 1, and then you're gonna play the D sharp here. And we're gonna play like that for the D sharp, okay? So what you're gonna do is to play G not for one full round, just part one. So down, up, down, up, down, up, and then comes, okay, so G, part one, and then you go to the D grip, and you're gonna play one down on the standard grip. Then you go to this grip, and that is to replace the 3rd fret G string with 2nd fret G string. One down on that, and then you go open G string. Play one down on that. All right. So that is the first round. You're gonna play 2 rounds of that. So slowly it will be like this. And then again. For 2 rounds. And that's the post chorus. All right. Now into the second round, and the second verse is played exact same way as the first one. The only difference here is not 3 rounds of that chord progression, only 2 rounds. Okay, only 2 rounds in the second verse, and that's it. Over to the second chorus, that is played in exact same way as the first one. Then we have the second post chorus part. Now this differs from the first one very much. Now you're gonna play C, part 1 of the strumming, G, part 2 of strumming, and then A sharp 1 full round. Consider these 3 chords as one chord progression, C, G, A sharp. That will be played for 3 rounds. So C part 1, G part 2, A sharp 1 full round goes like this. That is post part 2. All right, after that, we're gonna hit the bridge part, and we're now about 3 minutes and 24 seconds into the song. Now, you're gonna continue the strumming, and we're gonna play 1 full string round of the following chords: G, D, B minor, and C. Consider that as 1 chord progression round. You're gonna play that for 2 rounds. So G, D, B minor, C times 2, and then comes D, B minor, C, G, and then D, B minor, C. Okay? And that is the end of the bridge parts. So just to summarize that, I don't think we have to go through and play all that. I think you understand if I just mention it. So it was G, D, B minor, C for 2 rounds, and then D, B minor, C, G, D, B minor, C. All right. So that is the end of the bridge part, and now into the final part of the song, and that is to play the last chorus, the 3rd one, and that is played exact in the same way as the previous 2 choruses. No changes there, and as soon as you play the final strumming on the C, you will end with 1 down on the beautiful G chord. And that wraps it up, my friends. U2 Country Mile. Not YouTube, U2. So, hope you enjoyed it, guys, and if you did, if it was helpful, please give me a like on this tutorial, subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet, and all that good stuff. And thank you everybody for your support. Till next time, play tuned.